Hi guys, I wanted to come back on and do a second follow-up video because I did invite some of my Twitter ex-friends over, and I don't know how many will stop by or not. So some of those people have never seen me. They've seen my cat and my dog and my husband, but they don't usually get to see me. They've seen a lot of my grandson, which you guys haven't got to see yet. But maybe this weekend he will oblige us all and do a little screenshot thing. The two of us together, forget it. Craziness ensues. He jumps over me. He jumps over me. He jumps over me. It's like the grandson jumped over the grandma moon. Like these guys. See? Yeah, the Grateful Dead bears dancing, dancing, dancing. The Grateful Dead bears dancing, dancing, dancing. We love them. Anyways, the dancing bears are in my head, talk to me, and they want me to go ahead and do another video to you, to you, to you, to you. Some of you people probably don't know, and maybe not from the people here that might be here from X. I don't know what they know and what they don't know. So we'll see. Some of them probably are coming over to see what kind of craziness, comes out of my mouth. And a lot of craziness comes out of my mouth, to be quite honest. It's something I can't control somewhat. I don't think I have Tourette's. I've just been told I have no tact. And I don't know, tact is like, Cordelia said it in Buffy, tact is like just lying. And who wants to lie, Nobody. Remember, we talked about this. No lies come from this channel. Anyway, some people have said to me, how can you be so positive on days and then so down and blue on other days? It's called bipolarism. And I did used to take medication, but because I was introduced to drugs at a very early age, my brain is all fucked up. And for some reason, it changes how they interact with you. Like things that are supposed to make me tired will make me like zing, 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 So it's just crazy. And my husband is like, I don't know, he thinks I'm insane because I can drink a whole like pint of Fireball and still walk straight. Whereas if he drank the whole pint of Fireball, he would be falling over, drunk. But that's because, like I told some of y'all, I started drinking Coors, those little 6-ounce cans, in first grade. Yes, in first grade. So that would be 1972. Yes, 1972. You guys can all look it up. We lived on Charleston Avenue, I think was an avenue. I don't think it was a boulevard, but Charleston Avenue in Fremont, California. I can't remember what school I went to. I want to say Gomes or Grimes, but I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I think that was the one elementary school where I actually went first, second, and third. So we actually had some stability, but that was the beginning of my mother's second marriage to the monster. And so, yeah, he actually was still playing house and being nice to my mother. Actually, he played house and nice to my mother the whole entire time. I think he really was interested in getting into my sister and I's pants as infant little toddlers. That's how disgusting that man was. As soon as I started going through puberty, that's when he traded me in for the deacon job. Because I don't think he was interested in puberty children. He was a pedophile to the max. Pedo. That's number 2. Yeah. And according to my mom, number 3 was just a peeping Tom because he just, drilled holes and watched us be naked in the bathroom and, in the bathtub. But granted, he'd known us since we were like 11 and 12. So when he was doing all this weird peeping Tomism. It seemed like maybe he was let's just say it, he was getting off on watching us become women. And that's disgusting too. And that's number 3, and he's dead. So number 1 was my dad. And my dad was a drunk. I could say that honestly because he was, and he would have said that too for y'all if he was still here, but he's not. He passed away in 2018 while I was there. And I talked to him on the phone, and before I got to the hospital to see him again, he was dead. And his wife, that would be his 3rd or 4th or 5th one, and him, I guess, signed a DNR. So his body was still warm when I got there. But it doesn't help that his body was warm and that he was gone. It was just his body. Sometimes I smell cigarette smoke, but I'm not sure if it's him or my mother's 4th husband, because he died, like I told you guys, 3.5 weeks before my father died. So my mother lost her last husband and her first husband within 4 weeks from the same thing, COPD. Both of them were supposed to walk out of a day surgery, and neither one of them left the hospital. And that's the truth. As weird as it seems to some of people, are like, really, that's just too coincidental, rinky-dinky. That just seems like you put that in, pulled it out of your whatever. But it's the truth. It's awful too. It's an awful truth. Anyway, so yeah, some days I'm really good like this, and I'm manic. I'm very manic. And you would think that I would go and do things and get things done, but that's not what manic does. Manic is how I got myself into trouble with the hoarding of the, stuff in my extra room, all the clothes and stuff. That's why it was bothering me, because there's a hair attached to my glasses. Ugh. Scratching my nose crazy, and it was a stupid hair. So manic has hit me, which means I probably won't sleep tonight. I probably will have a 2 or 3 day runner of a manic episode. I don't take medication for it. I do take Lexapro for my anxiety, and that stuff works really good. I've been on it for years, and I would hate to go off of my Lexapro because I don't think I could handle anxiety. I still can't go into town by myself or do a lot of things by myself without taking Valium because of COVID. Pre-COVID, I was doing really, really good. My life was heading in the right direction. I had a medication that was working for me, that I only had to take 1 pill a day for my back pain, and then a couple little medications for if I did too much, for a flare during the day. But then they took that medication off the market because you only needed 1 pill a day. So it wasn't making any money for them. So trade in the 1 pill a day, and we're going to give you 5 pills a day. Okay? And it costs us more, but you're getting 5 of them. That's America for you. And that's the pharmacy industry for you. 1 pill a day doesn't cost enough. It works wonderful. I begged him to give me back my 1 pill a day. And you know what he told me? They don't make it. I think he lies. I'm going to look it up. I was supposed to look it up after we saw him, but I'm on a manic phase, so I forget. Unless I write shit down, I'm going to forget everything. Anyway, so my mother texted me. She got the results of her colonoscopy from last month, and she said, guess what? I don't have cancer. And I'm like, guess what? I'm pretty sure if you did, they would have called you last month after you had the colonoscopy, or they would have done tests while you were still asleep. So that doesn't really do anything for me, Mom. She was looking for, please call me, please call me, please call me, please call me. I used to talk to her every single day. I don't do it anymore because she's too triggering. And I can't because of the lawsuit that's finally coming to an end here soon. And then I will be able to get my memory erased, and that'll be lovely. But I don't know, can they do that without like erase? I don't have any good memories anyway of anything between 5 and 12, so they could take it all. Take it all! Except for when I went fishing with my grandparents when I was in 5th grade, I think. And then, yeah. 4th or, I think, no, 3rd, 4th. 3rd, 4th. Yeah. Because then we moved to Oregon, and that was 5th grade. So, 4th grade. And I caught this huge bass at Lake DeVal in California, in Livermore. And it was like one of those bass that you could like have stuffed and stuff. Anyway, my grandfather was so excited, and so was I, because me and my sister were feeding the little bluegills, the worms from the kit, and watching them eat the worms and fight for them. Because a long time ago, Lake DeVal, if anybody knows that, in Livermore, you used to be able to see the bottom when you went to the coves and stuff. It was clear. It was really cool. And you could see the little bluegills that would come around the boat where we were dropping food in for them, me and my sister. So my grandfather got all upset, took our poles, and cast my pole way out there. Cast it way out. And then I got a bite. And a big bite. And I hooked it, and I started reeling it in. And then my grandfather tried to reach and grab my pole. And my grandmother said, no, let her do it. Let her do it. And I did. And I reeled hard. That thing fought like a devil on a line. Devil on the line. Devil on the line. And I fought. And I got it in. And it was huge. And my grandfather was like, yes. And we took that thing home. And they were supposed to gut it and clean it and cook it. And they didn't. And they left it rot in the styrofoam cooler next to the house. And when my grandfather came over the next weekend, I showed him, and he was livid. He got so mad and screamed at my mother's second husband, the monster, that if he was going to be too lazy to cut it up and cook it, then they should have said something, because he would have taken it home and cut it up and cook it. Because you don't waste food. You don't ever waste food.